Just bought this little 7-horse Powerfist motor from the auction for $16. Plug is out, rusty in the threads, rusty in the cylinder, and it's seized. But that's why it's $16. And I've dealt with these motors before, and I've had actually 2 or 3 of them that were seized from sitting and rusty in the cylinders and rusty in the crankcase. I find as long as you could flush the crankcase and get it unseized and it still has compression, these engines don't really care. So this is really my first glance at it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put a socket on the crankshaft and see if we can get it going. Still oil on the dipstick, doesn't look like there's any water on it, so that's a good sign. And what I hope is that since the spark plug is out, what either happened is that previous owner seized it and then took out the spark plug, diagnosed it, saw that it was seized, and then put it in the auction. Or another option is that it just started acting funky and then previous owner messed with it and never got around to fixing it. I don't really know. So we're going to find that out. I'll give you guys updates. So, just dumped ATF down the cylinders and I got it free with a ratchet. Now what's happening is you can see it rotate freely, and then it hits a certain spot and stops dead. Rotate freely, stops dead, and I could rotate it both ways. Now what this is telling me, I could hear the noise in the cylinder of scraping too. So what's happening is rust built up onto the cylinder wall, and now the piston rings can't really make it past. So now what you got to do, you got to just work it back and forth, turn it, and it'll slowly get past that rust. That's basically what you got to do. So I'll get back to you when that's done. Alrighty, just after a couple times of working it back and forth, there's still a couple rough spots. But as you can see, I can get full rotations out of this thing, which is a really good sign. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a compression test, and I'll let you guys know what I get. Alrighty, so I just slapped the plug in. Didn't even do a compression test because the compression feels really good. Put some fire make it happener down it, and she fires up. It's gonna smoke a bit because I had the whole cylinder full of ATF, but as you can see, it runs. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna pick up some gas on my way back from work. Gonna clean that carburetor. I have a sneaking suspicion it's already gonna be clean as the fuel shut off is off, and the gas tank is bone dry. I even took this filter out. A bit of a pain in the ass to get out with one hand. Oh, there we go. You guys can't really see. Let me turn on the flash. It's bone dry in there and it looks clean as hell. So I'm gonna go pick up some gas from work tomorrow, clean the carburetor if it even needs to be cleaned, and see if it runs. I mean, we already know it runs, but this is a pretty cool find for $16. Not bad. I'll see you in the next video.